Thank you. At this point, we'll place the flag. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yeah.
All righty. I want to first of all say good evening to everyone. At this point, council members have anything to report or wish to close on anyone? Behalf. Thank you.
Not closing, but before everyone leaves, we want to just inform the public that we do have a small reception after the council meeting across at the ARC Center for the incoming and outgoing commissioners. So please do stay until after and join us across. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes.
I would like to just recognize this day as being the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Civil Rights Act by President Johnson, and I really think, yes, thank you.
I'm glad you made that. I'm glad that you mentioned that. It's so important because I think that we are a reflection of that particular bill that was signed. And prior to that, and it hasn't been 100 years, only 50 years. And part of that is the actual the Freedom Summer. I'm not those 3 individuals that were killed in Mississippi when they were out registering African Americans throughout the South there. But the impact, and I think this room in general represents that major change of all the activists that partook in that particular era as well. And thank you for bringing that up. At this point, council members wishing to close or on behalf of no one?
Well, Mayor, I would just like to welcome all the commissioners that are here with their families. We'll get to that point in the agenda where we're going to recognize all you and swear you in and thank those that have previously served on the other commissions. So want to welcome all of you here, and we'll be there in a few minutes on your agenda. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. At this point, Madam City Clerk, roll call.
Good evening, everyone. Buenas noches a todos. Councilmember Cruz Baca.
Here.
Councilmember Monica Garcia.
Here.
Councilmember Susan Rubio.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Ricardo Pacheco.
President?
Mayor Manuel Lozano.
Present. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Madam City Clerk, Maria Contreras, and also, sadly as well, the Treasurer, City Clerk. Alrighty. Appreciate that. All right. So at this point, we're going to go in the recognition of the commissioners, outgoing commissioners. We have certificates and recognition for years of service to the outgoing commissioners. So at this point, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and name them through this. At this point, I'll ask Gustavo Huizart to make your way up here. Gustavo Huizart, the City of Baldwin Parks Planning Commissioner. Not here? Okay. Edwin Borges. Oh, I know where he's at. He's in Brazil watching the soccer game before. That's right. I saw him on Facebook because he called me up. All right, so outgoing, he lucked out. Also, Natalie Ibarra, Plan Commissioner. Not present. Edith Flores. Not present. Cecilia Bernal. Not present. And then for the, this is for the Community Services Commission, Park and Recreation, we have Irma Tarango. She here? Come on up here, Irma. Come on up here. Come on up here. Alfredo Orozco. Marta Reyes. Okay. Ruth Viveros. Kimberly Lai. Not present. Kimberly Lai. Am I pronouncing that correct? Is that correct? Lai. Okay. So Kimberly Lau, not present. Edward Martinez. Barry Liu. Norbert Gilbert Padilla. Oh, am I combining them? Okay, hold on. The new. Am I calling up new commissioners? No.
Right now, you're just
No.
outgoing.
Okay. Sure. Oh, so there's an error. Okay, Mama Tia, we have an error here. Okay, Radio Oscar Marín, Eduardo Acevedo, John De Leon, Mario Bentancourt. Okay, I guess we'll send these out to these commissioners. I want to thank them. At this point, we have. Okay, in front of everyone. Okay, so at this point, yes. Oh, I see. All right. This is going to be transferred over to another one. Okay. Yeah, as long as I don't sit back on it.
No, I don't want you to think you're got the chair for me to pull it away from you.
Okay, Irma. Fredo. Okay. In and out. Okay, let's get our picture.
Ready? Take pictures. 3, 1, 2, and hold it. Last one.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, let's give them a great hand to all the commissioners out there. Thank you. Yeah, do you want to say some words? Say something, anyone?
Hi, my name is Alfredo Orozco. I'm a commissioner for 6 months. I love this job because I try to help to the people in the parks and everything. Thank you very much, Manny. Thank you very much for the opportunity to give it to me. Manny Carrillo, thank you very much. And Monica Garcia, thank you very much for everything, for giving me the chance to serve it to the community. And that's a pleasure from my heart. I wish all the new commissioners do the same job that I do. Thank you.
Gracias.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Irma Tarango, and I've been a Park and Recreation Commissioner for 14 years, and I love every minute of it. I like to help at the city, and it's not going to stop me either. Not because I'm a commissioner. I'm still going to do other things. And thank you. I would like to thank our mayor for his support, Mayor Lozano, and our Mayor Pro Tem, Ricardo Pacheco, and our city council members. And I would like to thank especially our director, Mayor Gabriel. Thank you so much for your support, and we work together. I love every minute because we really work together really good as a team, and that's what it's all about. You know, we all work for the city, and it's for the city, not for us. And I really enjoy every minute of it. And I'm not going to stop, okay? I'm still be around. You see my face around. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Gracias. All righty. So at this point, these are the new commissioners. Am I correct? This was right here? Okay. All right. Oh, Gonzalo, I didn't know you were here. Were you in Brazil during the Mexico game? I thought I saw him on TV. Yes. Okay, could have been. Okay. No te creas. Okay. All right. So at this point, we're going to call up the new appointed commissioners to be sworn in. The first one we have is Gustavo Huizart. Stay right here because of the names. Am I correct on this or am I wrong?
These.
Okay, here we go. Those are the outgoing. Read the names out for me. Okay, this first one.
Joanna Valenzuela,
Go ahead and read them.
Kenneth Woods. Mario Marcel Jr. Nabor Gilbert Padilla. David Muse.
Thank you. Yes, yes, we're going to swear them on.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Wood.
Joanne Watkins. Ana Lujan. Juan Rios.
Hey, David.
Arcelia Avila. Leslie Brito. Magda Torreas. Anita Diaz. Rita Vasquez. Alexandra Sainz. Raul Reyes.
Again.
Luis Montano. Arturo Luna. Sylvia Bañuelos. So we are swearing in several commissioners. We're doing commissioners for the Planning, Recreation and Community Services, and the Housing Commissions today.
Congratulations. Okay, everyone ready? So you're going to read this off? Here, you know what? I had this stack. Someone took it. Should we do it here or right here? You know what? Why don't we walk right here and I'll swear everyone in. Brother? Right.
Down here.
Either that or I'll just say it from there. Should I do that? Yeah. Okay, everyone's going to get to see the back of my head.
Hold on, Mayor, I'd just like to see Mr. Luna's family's here. Can give them all a round of applause. You all the family members that are here, stand up. Give them a round of applause. Mr. Avila, it's like the whole place.
Okay, at this moment, I ask everyone to raise your right hand. Now, of course, you know what? I'm not going to ask you to ask your name because we'll be here all night, right? At the end, everyone's going to say, I do, okay? Yeah, I'll let you know when I say that we're at the end. Okay, so I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of California, against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the State of California, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, yeah. Best possible. You've been here. Congratulations.
Okay, I'd like to just congratulate all of our new commissioners. Welcome to your new positions.
Why don't you guys follow the city clerk and sign all the paperwork down?
Yeah, that's right. You know what? You know what we'll do? Yeah, you
Also,
know what?
Mayor, I'd like to remind everybody that after this meeting, which shouldn't last too long, we'll all meet in the Art Center for a reception. So hopefully we could all go that way after the meeting. Thank you.
You know what? Why don't we do this because it's so time so we could get the meeting going? Let's have them sign off on that, right?
Yes.
And then I can sign it at the end, so we'll continue the meeting or not?
Want to sign at the end? Whatever you like, Mayor.
Why don't you sign over there? Or we could sign over there.
Yeah, we could. You know what? We can sign them next door. This will get the meeting. Is that okay with everyone? That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. All right, City Attorney, we'll get you out quick.
Mayor, Mayor,
Yeah, we'll make it quick. We'll make it.
Mayor, I
yeah.
would also like to thank our
Oh.
incoming commissioners, but also very much the outgoing commissioners for all the years of hard work and helping our community and always being there for us. Thank you very, very much.
You know what? You know what? You're right. We got to get a picture of everyone. We should have done that right now. You know what? Real quick, commissioners, hold on. Come up here. Let's get our quick picture. We forgot. No, we'll do it right here, right? Should we do it right here? We do it right here? Where should we do it? I know. Should we do it here? I know. Right here?
I would just say lay them all around, and they all turn
Oh.
and then you go around signing with them.
Okay, alrighty.
And then they're
All
taking
right.
pictures while they're signing.
Okay, let's get everyone for a picture. Come on, Joanne. No, we didn't take one. I did. We did? I was in it. Was I in it? No.
Yes, you were. I'm sorry.
No, it was down there. All right, let's go. Let's take our pictures.
No, that was for the outgoing.
Here we go.
I think we're all gonna squeeze in.
Let's get the white one, Manny. Manny, hold on, you guys. We're gonna get a white picture. Go ahead. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm in it. Come on. White picture.
That turns time.
Great, look at this, at these two cameras right here. 1, 2. Hold it. Look over here. Hold it. Last one. 1, 2. Hold it.
All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, you know what? You want? Should I tell them to put them out there and have them sign right now, then? Or you know what? If they want to go to the Ark right now. Yeah, but I'm just saying. They want to go to the Ark now. Real quick, just want to let the commissioners and family. You could make your way over to the Ark if you like for the refreshments, and I'll sign off on the actual forms there. Make it easier. It's up to you.
Okay.
Wow, that's a lot of people. That may be the best thing to do. Yeah. Oh. Oh, here.
1, 2, and one more.
I don't know when.
Thank you. All right, real quick, for all the commissioners, if you want to make your way over to the Ark, we have refreshments there. And then from that point, we'll go ahead and sign off on the forms that we have. Can we take those over there or have someone take them? Okay, all righty. Okay, thank you. All right, that's fine. Yeah, we're going to try and make it a quick meeting as possible. Let's make it quick. All right, this one, I'd like to open up the public communication. Anyone wishing to speak, please state your name. You have approximately 2 minutes. Yeah, come on up. Yes. Oh my God, I don't know how you did that one. That was bad.
I didn't see no entrance.
All righty, here we go. Yes, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Honorable Mayor and members of City Council,
Yes, sir.
residents, business owners, patrons of Baldwin Park. Good evening as well. My name is Jonathan Rubalcava. I have worked as an engineer aide for the City of Baldwin Park, assigned to building and safety. since July 2007. I've been employed for 7 wonderful years. On tonight's agenda, item number 4, under consent calendar, adoption of resolution 2014-026 for part-time wages. The proposed pay schedule is inconsistent with my job classification and pay rate. I respectfully request that you deny, do not approve, and reject the staff report and the resolution 2014-026 back to the staff to make corrections and bring back for your approval in future council meetings. Thank you so very much for your time, and have a wonderful night.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Okay, move on with public communication. Oh, Mariana Lake. Haven't seen you in a while.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, one moment.
I don't know if it's appropriate right now, but I did want to mention that these changes are mandatory pursuant to state law, and we're doing this in order to comply with the minimum wage law.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Just so that you know. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening, Mayor Lozano, member of the council, staff, and member of the community. I am here today, first, to recognize my dear friend Irma Tarango, the former commissioner in the city of Baldwin Park for 14, 15 years, and 34 years volunteer in our community. That's something so beautiful. So, Mrs. Tarango, in recognition of I present to you this for work volunteer at the city of Baldwin Park, this certificate in recognition for you, Mariana Lay, board member, director of Valley County Water District. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Mariana is the one of the directors for the Valley County Water District. Thank you.
And no only that, Mrs. Tarango, she and I we get friends since that I moved here more than 25 years.
I know.
But one of the director, Al Cartwright, introduced us. She was a parent volunteer from BP High School. I was a parent volunteer for Tracy and Sierra Vista High School. So, Mrs. Tarango, you know we love you, and you always do for your heart, and that's as important.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Irma. All righty. Good evening.
Hello, everyone. I'm Art. Mr. Luna, thank you very much for letting me join the city and work with you folks. I hope all my past criticism turns into good for all of you and me also, and the citizens of Baldwin Park, okay?
All right.
And let's keep up the good work, and don't back off on anybody that we have committed and addressed earlier. So make sure that we continue this and not stop just because we're all up here. Let's try to get some businesses back in here. Mr. Pacheco, I wasn't able to make the city trip to see how many empty buildings there were, but I will. The name of the game is we need revenue. I know that everybody wants to raise taxes, and there's a reason for it, but let's try to get companies in here. I mean, we don't have like a gigantic area to put all these businesses, but we have some empty buildings, empty areas that we could put these corporations or businesses. I know we can't get huge corporations, but we need to get somebody. And that'll help our revenue, and it'll make all of us feel a lot better. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Luna. Moving along. Bob Bemble. Yes, sir.
Mayor Pro Tem, council members, and staff and audience. I'm here tonight to once again say how much I see the growth of Baldwin Park in all of these activities and challenges that you give them with these new commissioners. Makes me more proud than ever to see these type of activities. I'm also here to announce once again that we have this wonderful barbecue on Tuesday, July the 15th, right next door in that big building over there, and the museum will be open. More and more people are coming in to see the museum and the changes. I also want to thank the Chief of Police and his other titles for the magnificent job he did in finding one of the early jackets from the first police that we had in our city of Baldwin Park. It will be on display, and that took some effort, because that's from the 60s. That's a long time to dig something up, and I want to thank him and thank all of you for your support over the years and for your future support to make this city even better. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, moving along. Good evening, Mr. Rios.
Gentlemen, young ladies, I have just one complaint for today, okay? I've been at Barnes Park. You guys have a city yard right there, and we have some portable bathrooms right there that belongs to the soccer leagues. And I don't think it should be allowed for them to store stuff like that in the city yards, okay? And that's basically, they've been there over a month, okay? I am going to the school board meeting, I think it's the 24th or something like that, and I'm going to have that complaint too with them, you know. Because my understanding is the soccer league is out of the school grounds now, okay? But those bathrooms, I need, you know, some answers why. You know, let's say that Mr. Woods wants to go park his pickup over there. Can he do it? I don't think so. So that's all I have for today.
All right, thank you. Boy, that's the shortest you've ever had, Mr. Rios. All right, thank you. That'll go down on record. All righty. Okay, thank you very much. Moving along with public communication. If not, I now declare it closed. Mr. Lawson, I want to just say real quick, Margaret Lawson, can you hear me over there? I want to apologize that it was not at your 90th birthday. It's a 90th birthday party. Please, I know that I had given a message, but I want to wish you the happy birthday. I was in Brownsville, Texas, where it was 98 and humidity 90. Celebrated my dad's 90th birthday as well back in Texas. So happy birthday, by the way. Okay, you know what? You know what to do? I owe you.
Yeah.
Unable to make it, we're going to sing happy birthday to you right now, okay? On the count of three, everyone, for Margaret. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
birthday, dear Margaret. Happy birthday to you.
And Margaret, we love you. And those of you that may not know, she's been in Ballpark for many, many, many years. Served as on the actual Ballpark Unified School District for many years as a public elected official, and she continues to contribute to our community in many, many ways. Thank you. We love you. Best wishes. Thank you. Yes. We're definitely gonna have to make a point of hearing that. Thank you, Mr. Tuttle. Appreciate that. Yes,
Mayor, I would like
Councilman.
to thank the Historical Society and Mr. Bembo for the beautiful photos that they allowed BP Grill to use in their new restaurant.
Oh yeah,
They
Yeah,
are.
when they're-
It's wonderful to
Yes.
walk in there and down memory lane and to see all those old buildings and how Baldwin Park looked.
Yes.
Thank you.
And
The
I'm
Historical
glad,
Society.
I'm glad she mentioned that. Those of you who have not an opportunity to go visit the Baldwin Park Grill, located on Main and Clark, you have to go. The food is incredible. So they're going to be also serving alcohol as well, as soon as they get through the whole process here. But definitely recommend the restaurant. We're getting some really good restaurants in downtown BP. Thank you. Yes. Oh, yes. Then the Nueva Italia restaurant, which is right here on Ramona. If you have not been there, try it. I mean, these cuisine plates are incredible. So for those of you that are into some of our restaurants here in downtown Baldwin Park. All right. So at this point, hey, Luis, I didn't see you back there. Your daughter already in college? You're going to have to work overtime, buddy. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Say hi to the family for me. All right. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and go into the consent calendar. So we have items 1 through 5.
Mayor?
Yes.
I'd like to pull item number 2, please.
Item number 2. Anyone else wishing to pull any other item?
Mayor, I'd like to move approval of items 1, 3, 4, and 5.
Thank you, Vice Mayor Ricardo Pacheco. At this point, any objections? If not, so move. Item number 2, by the way, yours just passed, just to let you know, the LA County Animal UN, Animal Control. All right, item number 2, claims, rejections. This is Council Member Monica Garcia.
Thank you, Mayor. I just have some concerns on this item, and so I'd like to abstain.
Okay, all right, so it's the claims rejections, as staff recommends, City Council reject the claims of BJ Singal, Leticia Lara, and all the other individuals on this claim. Am I correct? Am I reading this?
Yes.
Not to be okay, all right. So at this point, we're going to have one up.
Okay, Mayor, move approval item number 2.
All right, so at this point, Madam City Clerk, we're going to have roll call. So, Madam City Clerk, roll call, because there's one abstention. Am I correct?
Can we have a second for approval?
Well,
I'll second. He said I'll move.
Ricardo moved.
yeah, okay, there's a
I
second.
move item number 2, claim rejection.
All right, so at this point, there's one Madam City Clerk, we're going to go ahead and do a roll call then. There was one abstention that was moved by Councilmember Ricardo Pacheco, was seconded by Councilmember Cruz Baca, and one abstention from Monica Garcia. All right, you want to go? We're going.
Okay, Mayor Pro
Ready?
Tem Ricardo Pacheco,
Yes?
Councilmember Cruz Baca,
Yes.
Councilmember Monica Garcia,
Abstain.
Councilmember Susan Rubio,
Yes.
Mayor Manuel Lozano.
Abstain. So at this point, the claim to reject moves, the vote is 3-2. All right, so at this point, we're going to go into the public hearing. The first item is number 6, which is the public hearing and adoption of resolution number 2014-023, ordering the assessment for the citywide park maintenance assessment district for FY 2014-015. So at this point, Mr. Hall?
Mr. Mayor, this is citywide park maintenance assessment district. This is to order the assessment based on the engineering report. The increase this year is 1.04%. So for a residential property, it's about a 35-cent annual increase in their assessment. This funds maintenance activities at the parks.
All right, does anyone have any questions? Not at this point. Let me open up a public hearing. Anyone wishing to speak in favor of this item, I will entertain at this point. Anyone opposing? See no interest, I now declare the public hearing closed. I'm going to go ahead and move for a resolution of the City Council of the City of Baldwin Park, California, ordering the annual levy and collection of assessments associated with the citywide park maintenance district FY 2014-15 and authorizing the Los Angeles County assessors to add the special assessment to the property tax bill. That is my motion. Hello? Hello? I just did a motion. I guess it drops for a second?
Second, that's mandatory from what I understand, right? Yes,
Yes,
so
that's
it's,
correct.
we really have no choice. By law, we have to do this.
Exactly.
I will second it.
All right. Okay, so at this point, we're going to go to item 7, which is the public hearing and adoption of resolution number 2014-024, ordering the assessment for the citywide landscape and lighting maintenance assessment district for fiscal year 2014 and 15. So at this point, Mr. Wall.
Mayor, members of the City Council, this assessment has not increased in the last 15 years, and we're not asking for an increase on this assessment. This pays for streetlights, pays for traffic signals, and pays for landscaping in the center medians of our streets.
All right, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and open up the public hearing. I'll take those that are in favor. Any opposed? See no interest, I now declare the public hearing closed. At this point, I'll move to pass a resolution of the city titled only and adopt resolution number 2014-024 entitled a resolution of the City Council of the City of Baldwin Park, California, ordering the annual levy and collection of assessment associated with citywide landscaping and lighting maintenance district for 2014, 2015, and authorizing Los Angeles County assessors to add this special assessment to the property tax bill. That is my motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any objections? See no, so move. All righty. So at this point, we'll go over to the item 1, which is the approval of adopting of the budget for the fiscal year 2014-15 for the City Financing Authority, Housing Authority, and Successor Agency. So who has handled it, Greg?
I got it.
Yes, sir.
Items 8, SA, Financing Authority 1 and Housing Authority 1, all are resolutions to adopt the respective budgets. The total budget is $80,169,215. The general fund is $25,023,769. This budget includes the changes you requested at the last meeting, which was to eliminate the 2 special events and to add, I'm going to say, an economic development position. It also includes funding for 70 sworn officers and reclassifications of 16 positions, and it is an increase of only 2.4% from last year's budget and $581,928. So at this point, Mayor, if you want to open the public hearing for any or all,
All right.
or
Yes.
any other questions.
All right, so at this point, I'll go ahead and open up the public hearing, a discussion on the approval of the adoption of the budget for fiscal year 2015. I'll take all those in favor. Thank you. These are in favor. Thank you.
Hello, City Council, Mr. Luna. Baldwin Park people have nowhere to go for 4th of July. In fact, this coming Friday, we're going to be home watching TV, or do we have a 4th of July fireworks?
No, we're not going to have anything.
Okay, or do we have one next year?
We're looking, budgeting, and figuring out if we could get donations for that from some of the various
Just
companies.
finish eliminating some other events, eliminate a few more, and get back 4th of July. Every American here loves the 4th of July.
True.
And fireworks is the main attraction. You have to go to Pasadena, wherever you want to go to find them, because they're not here. I think this city, over the years, I've seen at Sierra Vista, I've seen a number of fireworks, and they're great. I went to a race in Irwindale and seen the best fireworks I ever seen on a 4th of July. Baldwin Park, you need to do this. People shouldn't have to go to Irwindale, Azusa, or down the street to find the 4th of July. They should come to the city of Baldwin Park. So we need to eliminate something and put that in the budget. But that's what we're here for, to make these Americans happy, including all of us, so that when we want to go see the fireworks, we'll say, hey, run down to Sierra Vista. They got fireworks. It doesn't have to be on the 4th of July day. It could be the day before. And I think more people would like that than some of the other events you guys put up. So I think that would be a best thing to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All righty. Okay, at this point, anyone opposing? Okay, see no interest, I now declare the public hearing closed. So at this point, council members have any questions? Yes, Councilmember Susan Rubio.
I don't have any question, but Mr. Grape Cruz, can you do me a favor, and for the audience, the benefit of the audience, can you recap on those 16 positions? I don't want anyone to think there's 16 new
Okay.
positions. Thank you.
Yes. There is only 2 new positions actually being added to this budget, which is the associate planner and an economic development position. There are 16 positions that are being reclassified that currently have employees that are already working. 14 of those have been part-time in classification, except all those employees are working 38 to 39 hours a week, so essentially they are full-time. So we're only adding 2 new positions, but the others are being reclassified out of their previous status, and we currently have people doing those jobs.
Thank you for that.
All right. You know, my concern is that, of course, you know, there was money that was saved, and thank goodness that we all made that decision prior council to be able to save the amount that we have, close to $6 million. And we want to make sure that, well, we're probably closer to, what, $5 million, somewhere in that vicinity?
I'm sorry, I forgot to add 2 things. One is this budget would have an ending surplus of $153,000, which would bring our general fund reserve up to $6,376,000.
Okay, which is good news. I want to make sure that we maintain that and not just simply say, hey, because we have this extra money, we're going to do this and that. I mean, we need to be fiscally responsible for that. Another question that I have, I know that we're adding those additional positions, which is a total of how many?
Two.
Two. And then
Two positions, 16 reclassified.
16 reclassified that are going from part-time to full-time.
Two are reclassification of currently full-time positions, the executive secretary and the clerk.
Okay.
The other 14 are positions that were part-time working 39 hours. Most of them, though, are non-general fund positions. There's only a few that are totally general fund.
All right. Oh, okay.
So there's a total cost to the general fund for those 14 positions of an additional $95,000 over what their previous costs were.
So that will be incurred every year from this point on.
Right.
Okay.
Hopefully, we will get more than the $95,000 back.
Right. And I think part of my concern as well, being fiscally conservative, is make sure that we're not turning around and then refill those other positions that were at one time were part-time. That's a concern of mine.
We have already eliminated
Okay.
those part-time hours from the budget.
Okay, great. All right.
If they got the position reclassified in the recommendation for the budget, the part-time hours were decreased.
And let me just also say real quick, because I know that we're making a part of that is a full-time mechanic from part-time to full-time.
Right.
I guess my concern is we're buying all these new cars, that go over 100,000, but I know that we probably get those mileages within 6 months or so. Someone explain.
I'll let Mr. Wall
Yes.
handle that.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, the majority of our fleet is anywhere from 10 to 20 years old. And the new cars you're talking about, we're replacing, I believe it's 6 police cars are the only vehicles that are being replaced out of a fleet of over 80 vehicles. And so as the fleet continues to age, we really do need the full-time mechanic.
Okay, and we're also hopefully looking for some of these grants for some of these electric vehicles that we could use probably better than some of the Prius that we have. Am I correct?
Yes, we are looking.
The additional item, too, is not only do you have that, but one of the issues is on our police vehicles, even though we're replacing some of them, is the turnaround on those that do need to have regular maintenance, that we don't keep them out of the fleet too long.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I have
Yes,
one more item.
Councilmember, yes.
And Mr. Graves, if you could please clarify for the people that we are not including the sweeper this time around.
No, right now we are not including any sweeper. We presently have a program that we're going to start posting, I think, next week or 2 weeks from now, where we will be posting alternating weeks so everybody will know, and we're going to continue with that until I think there's a final recommendation from in terms of what direction we want to take the sweeping program.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Mayor.
Yes, Councilmember Monica Garcia.
Thank you. I will support the budget that has been prepared. Thank you for your work and for your effort and thought into this. I did want to express one concern, and you've heard me
Yes.
state this in the past, and I thank you for correcting the language from the last presentation. But the main difference in this proposed budget that is before us is that 8 positions to our police department are not being funded for this year. And I just hope that as we move forward, that we will restore that funding. And I make this statement because the police department impressed upon me over the years that, we were underfunded with 78 positions. And so now we're at 70, and so that's a concern for me moving forward. I understand the cost savings of about $800,000, and so it makes sense for this year, especially since those positions have not been filled. But I just hope that it doesn't set the trend moving forward. And, so with that statement, I just wanted to, express support for the budget.
Right. Thank you.
Mayor,
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Councilmember.
I just want to also going back to the positions, because again, I just want to clarify for the audience that we are eliminating 2 part-timers for that reclassification of the full-timers. So we're getting rid of 2 people for 1, correct?
Yeah, we're
And so-
actually eliminating 6 part-time positions that are in exchange for some of those full-time positions. Plus, we've reduced hours in every one of them, and like in the finance department, we actually reduced some additional part-time hours in some other areas.
And also, essentially, we only have those 2 new positions. And just to again clarify for the audience that we do have a planner and economic development coordinator in mind, and that's because our biggest struggle right now is, funding, revenue, and so we really want to focus on that area, which will help us fund everything else, whether it is personnel or programs that, for example, the 4th of July that Mr. Who said it, Mr.
Yes.
Rios? I was asking
Mr.
for.
Luna.
And so again, we really want to put our focus on developing the city, inviting more businesses, and for that, we need someone full-time. We also understand that there is a backup. We have so many businesses that are waiting for their license and approval, and that is why they can't come to our city, because we don't have staff to help them with the process, and so that's why we're putting our focus there. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman.
And
Yes,
also,
yes.
just one more thing very briefly, is that it would also open up so that the counters could be open, more days available to people that want to do walk-ins instead of just appointments, and that's very important to.
My understanding
big revenue.
in conversations with Mark and Amy is that the adding of associate planner will allow us to have some walk-in time set up versus right now where it's appointment only.
Thank you.
All right.
And thank you very much for all of you for helping prepare
Yes.
this budget. It was very easy to understand, long to read, but very easy to understand. Thank you very much, everyone.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very
Mayor,
much. Yes.
I just want to say a few words here. I want to thank Chief Taylor, CEO, our Director of Finance, and all your staff for doing an outstanding job. It was just last year that we were looking at, and I would disagree with the mayor here, we didn't have $6 million there. We're talking about a $4 million or more deficit, talking about eliminating our police department, and just really that the budget was just a devastation, and our city was going to go broke. And that was in last year's budget. I didn't make it up. It was something that our last city administrators had said, that we were going broke and the city wasn't going to see another daylight. But now we can see with the new staff and all the changes that have been made, the new information that has come forth, we do have a budget. We do have a balanced budget that is in the positive. We have a budget that's able to keep our police force intact, be able to provide for new positions, and being able to have Baldwin Park move forward. So that's what this budget that I'm supporting today is going to help for Baldwin Park. And I think that as the economy gets better, we're going to see that our city is going to be able to pull out. There's a lot of new development that's coming through. If you look around the city, there's a lot of changes that have been made. A lot of companies wanting to come here, and I know that there's still vacant buildings out there, and that's because we're just coming out of the the last recession. But I think we're moving forward here. I think that our city employees are very happy, and the morale is up, especially within the police department and with our workers, with our SCUI workers, with the public work department. You can see that everybody's willing to chip in. Everybody's trying to help out, and I think that this budget is a reflection of all the hard work that all our employees put in, all the ideas that came together from our city personnel, from our management staff to be able to make this budget work the way it is today. So let's give them a round of applause for a job well done. Thank all of you.
Yes.
Unless anybody else has any comment, I think I heard Councilmember Monica Garcia say that she would support the budget, so I'm willing to second it so we can close it if.
I did want to add a couple of footnotes. As I mentioned, it wasn't just the 8 positions that were not funded in this budget, but then we also didn't fund the unfunded liabilities, which I think we're going to be bringing that back.
Yes, ma'am.
And that was one thing I forgot to ask.
We will be dialoguing a little bit more with Catherine from Bickmore, and beginning to discuss alternatives both in making steps toward some initial funding, plus also some alternatives that you may take, especially with some potential new employees coming in, to where we can reduce that future liability. So yes, that is not an issue that is ended. It is really, frankly, just beginning to make positive steps.
Okay. Yes.
Mayor,
So with
Mayor,
that,
if I just
with
may-
that,
Go ahead.
We done?
Go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. First of all, I just want to, I called Mike Taylor, CEO, actually it's interim ET manager. Sorry, got him. So I want to make sure that I clarify that. But also I just want to state that I know the unfunded liability that we talk about, that we still need to discuss, and it's still going to take other workshops to understand that portion of the budget. but also to understand that a lot of our bonds that we've been paying for are coming to a point of closure. In the next 1 or 2 years, some of those bonds will have been paid for. We have money coming in, the bed tax that from the hotel will begin to kick in another 1 or 2 years. So there's going to be some money that is going to be able to allow us to handle the issues that we have with our budget in the future, and the unfunded liabilities that Councilwoman Garcia said. So I think it's important that we just continue to monitor our budget and continue to look forward and see that our city's going to move forward. Thank you.
All right. Well, first of all, just you and I agreed to disagree, Vice Mayor Ricardo Pacheco. And again, we didn't get the $6 million overnight. We didn't win the lottery. There were tough decisions that were made in the past, and we're seeing that come into fruition, and we're going to be successful. I want to congratulate each and every one of you and the past individuals that sat here that make these very tough decisions of tying up our belts so that we could save the money that we have here today in the city of Baldwin Park. And that's on the record. The documentations are there. So at this point, I think you made a move, right?
I sure did. So
All right, I'll second.
I think it's time to close it up. I'm really excited that it seems like we're all on board, and we all
move
are
forward.
very thankful to our staff. Of course, it takes a lot of heads put together to get here. So I guess I'm very proud of my council colleagues to have arrived here in a positive manner. So thank you. And
Thank
with
you.
that, I'll second her motion.
Okay.
Thank you.
That was, no, I think you
I
made
think-
the motion.
I think
and
you made a
then
motion, I seconded.
Annie seconded.
No, you made the motion, I seconded
And
it.
he seconded.
All right. Okay, so at this point, any objections? See none, so move. All right, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead I'm going to move for adjournment of the city council.
Okay. Well, no, the successor agency is part of the council.
Yes, that's correct. All right, so at this point, any so can I get a second? Okay, thank you very much. Before I go on to the next ones, I just want to read some that were required to read the Government Code Section 54954.3. Members of the City Council are also members of the Board of Directors of the Housing Authority and Finance Authority, which are concurrently convening with the City Council this evening, and each council member is paid an additional stipend of $30 for attending the Housing Authority meeting and $50 for attending the Finance meeting. So, all right, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and open up the Finance Authority. Oh, this is different. What happened here? All right, so and at this point, I'd like to open up the Finance Authority.